All right, this just might be a first. A Northern Nevada man complained of not being able to breathe well. After scans and surgery, his doctor discovered the shocking reason he was so stuffed up. Kristen Remington has the story.
We can all remember getting bumps and bruises as kids, right? Accidents happen. But for one man who's now 50, remnants of a bad situation stuck with him literally for decades. Wait until you see what doctors found in his nose in tonight's Health Watch.
Andy Galanga's childhood was like that of many. He had a good group of friends, they had fun, but accidents happened.
Me and my friends were messing around with a BB gun one night. One of them had loaded it and the other one didn't know, and I scared him at the window, and the other one picked it up and pumped it once and pulled the trigger. I felt it hit me in the face. Fortunately, my friend was a nurse, so she patched it all up and everything was fine, and there's a dent in the cartilage, but I never gave it a second thought.
Andy thought the BB had just ricocheted off his nose, and life for the then 15-year-old went on as normal. He grew up, moved out west, got married, started a family, and didn't give a second thought to that childhood mishap until...
About 2 years ago, I started having issues breathing at night.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you today?
Good. Doing well. All right, we're going to go in there.
So he scheduled an appointment.
You have a seat there.
With Harvard fellowship-trained rhinologist Dr. Josh Meyer of Nevada ENT and Hearing Associates.
Have you open your mouth for me and say, Let's take a look in there. Good.
Dr. Meyer first suspected Andy had a tumor in his left nostril and ordered a CAT scan ahead of a biopsy. But he was shocked by what he saw.
It was quite unusual because it mentioned that he had a metallic foreign body in his nasal cavity.
He said there was a piece of metal in your nose, and I was just, perplexed a little bit.
But then it hit him. What happened more than 3 decades ago? Could it be?
It didn't occur to me at first because it had been 35 years, and I always assumed the BB had just ricocheted.
In a 2-hour endoscopic surgery up through the nostril, Dr. Meyer talks us through what it took to get to the BB pellet.
I have not seen anything like this before.
He removed the inflammatory tissue before finding this black pus.
I was surprised that it was black. You don't see black in the nose very often because I think the iron from the BB was leaching into the macrophages around it.
He was able to pull the pellet out completely intact. In fact, here it is, about 1 centimeter in size. As you can imagine, Andy breathes much better now and has even shared a few laughs about it, too.
But I sent him a Facebook message and said, hey, do you remember when you guys shot me in the nose with a BB gun? And he says, oh, I haven't thought about that in years. What brought it up? I said, well, I had surgery today and had the BB removed, so...
While this was certainly a first for Dr. Meyer, he's confident Andy's cured.
Low chance of recurrence.
As you can imagine, ever since Andy had that bullet removed, it significantly improved his quality of life, his sleep especially. Covering health.